And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
That's it. Now, Katie. 53 at the mark. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corner blitz and a sack by Patrick Robinson.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. 5. Hey, high 7. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Bucs take over. We got this. At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now it's Newton. He completes it to Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready, 20. Ready, 56.
And what's that? And what's the ball?
Check 37. Check 37. Switch.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in base.
Now Drake loses the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
This is Ingram. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Kill. Hey! Shit! Express! Spy 56!
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
Hey, 5. Set.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Super one. Super one. Here we go.
54, right there. 54, Mike. 3 buzz.
Hey. Shell. Set.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Rick Flair.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Hey, lift. Hey, Echo.
45 to Mike. Hey,
Maverick.
Shoot.
3rd and 2, Goff. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
good work, boys. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch twins.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
76.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Check out route. 5.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Goff. Pass the and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A good gain there on 1st down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Newton. They go screen. This is Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now he'll go deep down the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Newton. This one complete to Ingram. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Newton. Flushed out right. And able to find Dorsett. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
We got double up, double up.
Newton takes it himself. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Merlin. Hey, Haywood. Hold on. Check.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Go.
Let's go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Now you 3. Set.
To throw is gone. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, it's Drake. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And Thomas has it. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
Tonight, like 20.
54, Mike 54. That's the pass.
Tiger. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 54. I know he ain't got it. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Again, Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Here we go, 20, 14, 14.
Hey, check Mike 45.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, D-line, let's get it.
Goff now looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Brown gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Whoosh. Now it's Peterson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
It's 20.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. It's caught by Mike Evans. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Great.
From the gun, Newton escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing is Newton. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Ingram. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Ingram again. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And they'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14. Buccaneers 10.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
DC. Here I come. Orange. What's that?
Gone. Thomas has got it. Complete.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Goff now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Go, 12. Let's go. Hey, Zoo.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. Mike 54.
On 2nd and 12. Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise,
there goes Mark Ingram. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mark Ingram hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, let's go. Go ground.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Kill. Smooth.
Throwing on third. Goff. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run on first down. It's Rose. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ric Flair.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right.
2 for 66.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Second and 5 now. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. Ship.
Express.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
39-yard line.
Set. Red Gray.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check 26, check. Great. No.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Newton. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Gun. Check three. Check. What are you? 56, the mic, boys. 56. Gun.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
This is Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check my 45. Quit talking about it and wing it. Check 45.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Check 9, check 9.
17.
Hey, exit.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Be a long day for you. Motion. 12. Hey, I 7.
54, right there. 54, Mike. It's just me and you.
76, tell him. 76.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got him. Mike.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Rose. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Value three.
Hey, Echo.
Watch the screen. 45 to Mike. Hey, switch gears.
On 2nd down now, it's Rose. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David.
Don't turn this way.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that.